Hello, YouTube. We're back here for the Wednesday podcast. I got back Brandon and Jenny, along with Kevin and Stoney, and we have Gabe by remote. Would that be the right way to say it? Have a few things to talk about, and we'll be getting started.
Woo. Which motherfucker stole my flow?
What?
Hello, YouTube. We're back, and how's everyone been doing?
Not bad.
Got a new bed.
Got a new bed?
Got a new bed.
Nice.
It's white trash as fuck because it's like a really fancy new bed. It's like a queen size bed, but we couldn't fit the box spring up my stairs into my bedroom. So I have it on like a queen size, really fancy like Tempur-Pedic bed I got from my aunt and uncle, on top of like a busted ass full box spring. I don't give a fuck. It's the best night's sleep I've had since I was drinking.
You went to Colorado.
Yeah,
Brandon?
I did. It snowed.
You went to Casa Bonita too.
Oh yeah, I totally
Isn't it
went to Casa
amazing? Do they still have the
Bonita.
cliff divers?
Oh,
there?
yeah, they
Does
have
that
cliff
building
divers.
still like it's going to implode any goddamn second?
It does. It's like a fucking strip mall.
It is.
I walk up to it and I'm like, what? It's fun fact. Casa Bonita is in the ghetto of Denver.
Yep, it's south side of Aurora, isn't it?
Colfax.
Saudi Arabia.
Colfax. Oh, Colfax. Yeah, never mind.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Colfax. Good fucking luck.
Yeah, you pay for the atmosphere. The food is shit.
Yeah. Their tequila's really good, but again, I had a drinking problem, so there's that.
Their tequila was not bad.
Any tequila's good enough if you drink it.
Yeah, if you drink enough of it.
If you drink enough of it, yeah.
True.
And Gabe, you're moving to Union Star, right?
Yep.
How you like it out there?
That should be coming together soon. It's nice. It's quiet. Not a lot of light pollution or sound pollution. Lots of owls.
Nice.
Don't trust the owls.
Yeah,
The
that's
owls
not
know
what they seem.
They're my friends. You shut up.
I know
They
the
kill
reference.
people, man. They kill people.
Owls are the worst.
Owls don't kill people.
Owls with guns kill people.
Bob kills.
I can't keep saying that. How's Annie?
How's Annie? How's Annie?
How's Annie? How's Annie?
We're gonna talk about that tonight, right?
Probably.
God, I hope so.
Only up to episode 3, though. I haven't watched the final, the 4th episode yet.
Don't worry, nothing's explained.
Spoilers.
I still don't know what's going on.
Thank God for David Lynch. If it wasn't for David Lynch, I'd need to do more drugs.
No, this week's been a little weird. Last week too, I got turned down from 2 jobs. I've been fighting to get the Cerner job for about a year, but they turned me down again. And then I got denied a second time for a partnership on YouTube. So I'm gonna keep trucking along, but I've decided too that part of the reason I went back to school was to get into comic books, and for some reason I graduated, came back, and then totally forgot about it. But this week I'm going to be submitting my artwork over to Image Comics to see if I can be an illustrator. If I can get in, it would be cool. Is they put you on like on file, and then if a writer likes your work, they pick up a book, and then depending on how long the book goes, that'll be your job for like however long the series lasts. So I'm gonna try that. I'm not too disappointed. It's just it happens, but I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna try to look for another position at CERN and see what happens. But had to give me time to think about that. This past few days was the kind of subject I want to talk about. It's kind of deep, but we want to go light or deep. It's whatever. I just you guys have always heard that discussion about, would you rather do what you love, or would you rather do something that makes a lot of money?
Both.
Whatever can get me naked. What? Don't act like that's weird.
I just have this unfortunate image of you bare-ass naked laying in like a rock quarry in the field just being like, these are bones!
So you followed me last week.
Just waving at passersby.
You might want to shave.
Your undercarriage just kind of exposed.
No.
No.
It's a fine line. I think people write
Well,
a lot.
and I think it's a more complex question than that. I guess I'm not asking it correctly too, because some people would say, well, if you do what you love, you can eventually make the money. It'll follow, and I believe that. But I mean, some would say, well, no, do a lot of the crappy jobs to get up to that point. Go from there. I guess that's more the question: is where should your focus lie? I talked to so many people, both when I was down in Florida with you, Kevin, and then both in Warrensburg, and there was always different opinions about that. One friend told me, life's too short, just try to do what you enjoy doing and keep going, and it'll come to you. And then others would say, pick up all the jobs that you, as much as you can, that you hate, that you can eventually get to that point. So that was something I kind of been thinking about lately, and I thought, I don't want to kind of talk about that tonight, and I don't know. I can't say it was really bugging me, but it's just something that was like, I need to discuss this.
I mean, I think it varies person to person. It truthfully does. That's what always kind of annoyed me about, like, well, it happened with this person, so why can't it happen with me? Like, you're comparing yourself, your successes to somebody else's is always kind of a crapshoot, because you've never gone through the same experiences they have, for better or worse, That,
and the word success is,
subjective.
Bullshit.
subjective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's subjective, because, just, yeah.
I don't know, my outlook kind of is, it's more about the journey than, where you're wanting to go kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still a cake decorator, but want to be an archaeologist, but I know I can't be an archaeologist right now. So I'm still just doing my thing, trying to make it the happiest I can. Yeah, happiness is all that really matters.
Get bones out of cake.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Or be fucking weird and put bones on cake.
Yeah, I can
Wait.
do that. Then lose my job.
That took me a second to process.
I wasn't talking sexually.
Gabe's
Oh.
not wrong.
Gabe's comment.
Oh.
Dig bones out of cake?
Big bones out of cake. That's a t-shirt.
That's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt, my friend. I mean, on the same token, like, I work at a software company. I'm, like, really good with electronics and computers, but my heart doesn't really lie in it. I'd much rather be a musician. I'd much rather be out on the road doing and doing shows and playing places with things. But at the same point in time, too, like, I have responsibilities and I have a family I have to take care of. And it's rough, to kind of put that, to kind of hit that point where it's just like, well, I'm not living for just myself anymore. Now I have other people I have to live for as well, too. And that's another facet that I think a lot of people don't get caught up on sometimes, is like, well, I could have made it whatever if I had just, had the time or the effort or the energy. And it's just like, if there's a will, there's a way. You'll find a way to, do it one way or the other. But it does get harder, once you get to that certain point in life.
And having a family.
And yeah.
That's why we don't have kids yet. We're too selfish.
Oh, absolutely.
I was gonna go with too immature.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
Whatever. I don't want to spend money on some ungrateful little thing that I created.
It's just going to turn its back on you.
Exactly.
It's just going to throw you in a home
It's
anyway.
just gonna go
Throw me in
on
the home,
Dr.
fucking
Phil.
clowns.
He
I mean,
Yeah.
it's only fair. I threw it in my home.
Little
Yeah.
shits.
It didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Stupid kids. That's why they're still kids, because they're stupid.
Coming up to me going, hey, I want to play Xbox. I'm like, go to your room and do your math.
Yeah, do fucking homework.
I've already done my math.
That's
bought
why I
this
get to play Xbox. Exactly. This is Daddy's Xbox. And when you have the daddy dick, you can play Xbox.
Daddy dick.
Jesus Christ.
Go to your room and do your fucking algebra.
Exactly.
You ungrateful little
Find out
shit.
X equals 3, a little piece of garbage.
And this is why I haven't had children with this man yet.
I don't know. I think Kevin and I got this parenting
I think
thing
it's
down,
fine.
right?
Brandon, I can just adopt. You can hang out.
That would be perfect.
One of you guys just hands the kid a bottle of Jack Daniels and says, check out that highway, it's a rush.
Teach to play dice.
Could you imagine that form? Just adopting a kid.
We're going to show it a thing or two. That's not on the forum, guys.
Oh, congratulations. We don't get many gay couples if you're gay. That's so...
What a homo.
What?
No.
What's that saying? I think it's on the internet where he's just like, Dad, can I have $20? $10? We need $5 for it.
Exactly. Just throw old biscuits at it and make it eat breakfast.
I love you, Clay.
I don't know what it's gonna be. Give a shit less.
Oh, we're only having a boy. Only.
What scares me about that is, like,
if
for some reason,
scowling and flexing, just making sure it's a male.
if I see Jenny at the doctor's office, and they're like, we normally don't perform transgender surgery on something so young.
Oh my god.
You know, I would never go that far. Or would I?
Nah, I wouldn't. Or would I?
Gabe, you think you'd have kids?
Oh God! I don't know if I want to saddle something with that genetic burden.
It's funny, for a while there, my dad, every time I call him, he'd be like, could you grab me a root beer, please?
Yeah.
Oh, we're still recording. When I call him, he'd be like, son.
I'll have an old fashioned.
Yeah. He'd be like, son, when am I going to have grandkids from you? And after a while, it just got to the point where I was like, I knew it was coming when he'd ask. And I'd just be like, I got tired of making excuses as to why, I'm never going to have kids. I don't date. I can't date. I'm a terrible human being.
Well, you smell a lot better too. So.
Yeah, it does require having sex with a human female to have children.
Yeah. So I finally told my dad one day when he asked me about that, I just got fed up. I was like, I'll get you a grandkid the moment I get time to go ahead and run down to the elementary school and kidnap a couple of them, and he hasn't asked since.
That'll turn you off real quick.
Now I know
Every
where you
week
got
we're
it.
just going to find ways to get this podcast shut down.
Yep.
That's one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, addendum.
Yes.
If I have children, they're going to be robots that I build.
Awesome.
Have you seen at the Saturday Night Live from last week, aka my birthday, when The Rock hosted?
No.
Where there's a skit where he's a mad scientist and they're trying to have like the world's most, like, who's the most evil invention contest, and he comes up, he's just like, yeah, I created a robot that molests children. Deadpan. Sorry, that's what, I don't know why my mind went there, but you mentioned robot kids, and I'm like, oh, there's a sex predator for that in someone's mind.
I invented a robot that molests children. Quote, Brandon.
It was The Rock.
Dwayne Johnson invents child-touching robots. And he wants to run for president. Go back to wrestling.
It was such a funny skit. Such a funny skit.
I love that guy.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh.
No, this is interesting too. We're doing something for the first time, so people when they're listening, we've got two mics going. We got one that's got like omnidirectional we're trying out, and then we got the main one here, and then we got Gabe through Discord, which is a cool program. First time I've been trying it out, so we'll see how this all works out and see what you guys think. We'll touch back though about doing what we like. It was kind of interesting too because what Jenny said too. You guys kind of have all found a way to do things to obviously make a living and pay the bills and whatnot, but you still find time to do the things you enjoy. Like you still take time to go to Colorado and do the work you need to out there. I think you just got back from doing a job. And then you always go down to Oklahoma.
Want to kill yourself?
Yep.
What's the best state ever?
Yeah, I played one of the best shows.
Jim Ross and nothing else.
I played one of the best shows of my life down in OKC.
I have a spoon in my pocket.
Yeah, I was gonna say you take time to still obviously the album and then live shows when you can.
Yeah, and I'm starting up another project as well too. So
Yeah, are you as another band or what is that?
we're working on it, trying to do something a little bit more. I don't know, mainstream, I guess. Because I mean, I love Feel Bad Hit. Don't get me wrong, it's my baby, but at the same point in time too, even I can admit sometimes it's just like, yeah, I get why people don't necessarily want to check it out all the time. And that's not a knock against me or me or the guys or anything. I love those guys to death, but yeah, it's not the most accessible music. So
Everyone's got a certain taste and
Yeah.
certain. It's like my cousin. He's got like 3 different bands he's been a part of, and his music's constantly changed. Speaking of which, I haven't heard anything. Did he ever open the new record bar?
yeah, they opened up the record bar down off a Grand. My practice space is a couple blocks away from that.
Oh,
Like we can get drunk, walk up to the record bar, see a show, get drunk again at the record bar, walk back down to the to the practice space, and then get drunk again and then pass out.
I thought you didn't drink.
The Royal.
Root beer's a hell of
The
a drink.
Royal.
no, I need to ask my cousin about that and be like, oh, hey, congrats, man. I haven't seen you since the family reunion. I didn't know how things were going.
So like, I love your mom to pieces, but every so often when she'll ask me about the band, she's like, is my cousin booking you guys like he should? And I'm like, well, no, we haven't really played. You want me to talk to him for you? No.
She will, totally.
No, I'm like,
I'll do it. I mean,
no, I don't want to
sorry to talk to you in a while. But
yeah, I don't want to be that band who's just like, I don't need
My
that.
friend's
I'm like,
mom made booked.
yeah. So like I have to downplay, like, no, everything's fine, don't worry about it. We're just doing stuff. No, it's fine, it's fine. I love her to pieces.
Brand's doing the Jack Nicholson.
Give it.
Oh man.
So, you guys, I haven't seen it yet. Gabe and Jenny, Brandon, you saw it. You started watching it too. Twin Peaks.
Yep.
Twin Peaks came back.
Yep.
What'd you guys think?
I'm 3 episodes in and I don't know what the fuck is going on.
No, but see, that's the thing. Like, how I'm trying to savor this moment on not knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
Because hopefully, eventually, a lot of the shit will be explained. And then you can't have these moments back when you don't know what was going on.
I thought it was pretty cool with that they did with the dossier or whatever.
Dossier? The book?
The book. How
The
like
dossier.
the analyst
The
was
dozier.
actually in.
The dozier.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Although, she needs to eat a goddamn cheeseburger.
I think she's fine.
She's a Jessica Rabbit outlook to her. And
She does have legs that go
No.
on for miles.
No.
If it weren't for those heels.
Don't look like
Yeah.
If it weren't for those heels, I'd be like,
That's not true. Scully looked like that.
Scully is, dude. Scully can be the director of my FBI today of the week.
that. Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
I'm saying I
Full
would have.
body
Yeah,
insertion.
yeah.
the weird thing is, I feel the same way about Mulder. But when he's Denise in
Ah,
Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
No, it was phenomenal. It's like Lynch on cocaine on top of
So
meth.
just Lynch.
Yeah, so that's the
on
Lynch.
top of Lynch.
It's basically David Lynch with a higher
Higher budget.
Yeah, higher
higher
budget.
budget
Yeah.
and whatever you do.
Like
a lot
the-
of time to do this.
Like, so I mean, like I said, I got up to episode 3 today. Was it episode 2 where they were where Dale was wandering around the Red Room and he was just like he ran into the arm.
Yeah, the arm, which is now a tree, and the Eraserhead baby head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice callback to the Eraserhead.
No,
thing.
and
Yeah.
and my dad picked up on
That's
when he
cool.
did
Yeah.
the mouth thing with
Yeah.
the guy.
Yeah.
That's from Dune.
Is it?
Yeah. There's
Oh,
a
I
lot
hadn't
of these
seen
little
Dune.
things that he's kind of plugging in from his other stuff.
That's
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
He's
Yeah.
gonna bring Dennis Hopper back from the dead. That'll
I
be the Blue
know.
Velvet reference.
God.
He's here, Kevin. Oh, neighbor. I almost
And-
yelled that
Go
quick.
for a
Oh,
ride.
yeah,
I haven't seen
at
episode 4 yet.
At the end of episode 3, you see the character that played not Jean Reno, the other guy. Right? Yeah.
John Reno.
Jean Reno,
Michael
the
Parks.
bartender in the original series.
Yeah.
I did notice that.
Yeah, at the bar.
Wait, the fat guy in the background?
Yes,
That's him?
That's him.
I thought that guy looked familiar, but I
Yeah.
didn't know.
That's
Which
John
is
Reno.
weird.
Bite the bullet, baby.
Like the bullet baby, yeah.
Yep.
I thought that was
But I
cool.
thought he had died.
Yeah, he
he
did.
died after his footage was shot, wasn't
Yes.
he? Okay.
Yeah. He just.
I thought the actor-
No, he
no.
died in the show, man.
Oh.
Yeah,
You're
he
thinking of
died.
Miguel Ferrer.
No, Miguel Ferrer.
Michael
no,
Parks
no.
recently.
Michael
Yeah,
Parks. That's
Yeah,
what
Michael
he's
Parks
thinking
recently
of.
passed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was also already dead in the show.
Yeah.
Oh. See, I don't know
So.
any of this. I've never seen. Any.
Well,
Kevin's never seen
And then
it.
there's also
It's not really a spoiler.
I've seen
the
Lynch.
reason that the
I've seen Mulholland Drive.
man from another place was not cast in general.
Yeah, I saw
Did you guys see any of that?
I saw you. I talked to you about that actually.
Yeah, why didn't he get cast? I thought he was originally cast.
Yeah, and then he said that David Lynch raped his daughter and killed his best friend.
And thus he's now a walking, talking brainstem.
Yep.
That's David Lynch's revenge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you into
Fuck you, buddy. Yeah, this now.
That's crazy. Then we're talking about the midget, right?
Yeah.
Man from another place.
Oh, man. That's fucked.
Mike?
Yeah.
Mike.
Mike?
The arm.
The arm?
The arm, yeah.
Okay.
Man.
What?
Wow.
Kevin is so lost.
I know bits and pieces. I know a lot of David Lynch's movies. I love them.
I know Andrew McCarthy in it. I know about the bleeding forehead, kiss in the mirror.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I know nothing.
Yeah.
You know,
I know there's a guy named Killer Bob.
you know nothing, Jon Snow.
I got Bob's Funko Pop for Jenny.
Good
Man, I
So
think they
creepy.
passed up. Because Frank Sylvia's dead. God rest
Yeah.
his soul. You know, he passed away from complications from AIDS. What, like 95?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really.
real early. But like, you know who they could cast to go ahead and really fill that spot?
Who?
Andrew WK.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know who that is.
She likes to party hard.
That's a reach for me.
Huh?
That's a reach. For
I know,
me.
dude. I can totally see him being like new Killer Bob.
I like what they've done with Doppelkoop.
Doppelkoop is the first time I saw that, I was like, so was the acting direction on this was David Lynch just telling Kyle MacLachlan, be Danzig, be Glenn Danzig.
Well, kind of, except with your shirt on.
Yeah. Well, he keeps his shirt on nowadays. Age has not done him well.
Collar.
A friend of mine, a friend of a friend, saw him walking downtown. I think it was Austin. I ran up. No, it was in Lawrence. It was in Lawrence, Kansas.
Yeah,
because he was there for a show.
Yeah.
And the friend, she walked up to him, and it was just this guy just yelled, "The fuck's this guy think he is, Danzig?" He turns around and goes, "Yeah."
Danzig's a dickhead.
Still walking around without a shirt.
Danzig's a dickhead.
But yeah, you're right. Age has not treated him well.
You mentioned Game of Thrones. You guys see the Entertainment Weekly's new set photos for Game of Thrones?
No.
No.
Daenerys' dragons are huge.
Yeah, they are.
Massive.
I've never once watched or read a single thing involving Game of Thrones.
Man.
Well, you know that there's thrones involved, so you're okay.
There you go.
There's dragons and there's breastises.
Yeah.
Lots of breasts.
That's my favorite thing.
Caught us.
I love you did the true room. I had to see just some breasts on the telly.
That's my now I know I'm pretty. You must have thought it was White Boy Day.
When Ian,
No, my
when
name was dude.
Ian McShane was on that show and he let loose that his character was only around for one episode and died, and fans got upset.
Yeah.
This is why I love this man. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. He just wrote them back on Twitter. He's like, "Calm down. It's just tits and dragons."
I can hear that in Ian McShane's voice.
Have you watched American Gods at all? Because he's in that.
Not yet.
No, yeah, he's old in American Gods. I've been trying to. I've been meaning to check that out.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody says
You seen it, Gabe?
Good.
You like him?
Yeah, it's good.
I was a big fan of the book. That and Good Omens.
Got really
No?
quiet.
No? No?
I have not read much Neil Gaiman.
Okay.
And by much, I mean I have not read Neil Gaiman.
Fair enough.
Sandman. I know that one. Isn't it where
Oh, yeah.
Constantine got his start?
Yeah. Or no, I thought Constantine was
Swamp
Alan
Thing.
Moore.
He was Alan Moore.
Yeah.
Because Alan Moore actually saw Constantine in the bar.
Yep.
The character.
Yeah.
I like Constantine.
He's like, that's gonna be
Oh,
him.
my favorite.
No, it was legit.
Chaos magic.
Yeah, he due to magic, he legitimately believes he saw John Constantine walk into a bar.
And he turned around and looked at only at Alan Moore and winked at him and then went in the bar and disappeared.
Before or after he wrote the character?
Before.
I thought it was after, because he had already established who he was by that point.
I thought it was before. I could see it by after.
No, it was after.
Yeah, I thought it was after.
Yeah,
too.
but
Two
I thought-
against
thought
one.
it was after, Brandon.
Whatever, you Harry.
Did you hear about the original director of The Island of Dr. Moreau resorting to witchcraft because he was upset about the production?
Yes, that was a fantastic
family?
documentary.
Yes.
I know.
What
Yeah,
documentary?
I love that
one
he
of my
was
favorites.
he was
What
one of the
documentary is it?
extras in the movie.
Yeah, he just put on makeup and just walked on set. Fucking Brando not even paying attention.
It's
to what
because
he's doing.
the studio wanted to escort. They got him a plane ticket to have him leave the country so he wouldn't be involved, and he just disappeared.
Of course he did, because he's
Oh,
the
that
best.
guy. Yeah,
And come to find out, he was on set as like a pig man.
It's the best.
What's that documentary?
It's Lost Soul, the
Yes.
something of Richard Stanley's The Island of Dr. Moreau,
It's good.
and how Marlon Brando didn't read the script, and he encouraged everyone else to do the same.
I have no more dialogue.
Oh, he had
the bug.
he had the earpiece in it. He
Yes.
had an assistant reading him lines through a walkie-talkie, and occasionally it would pick up the police bandwidth. So he would be doing a scene. And then occasionally, he'd be like, "God damn it, Margaret!" In the middle of it.
He wore a bucket on his head so someone could just keep pouring ice on the top of his head to cool him down.
Was this fit Marlon Brando? Or
No,
fat?
this is late. Marlon.
Ah,
This is
okay.
this is I'm gonna power my house with eels, Marlon Brando.
That
This was
documentary.
Moo Moo Marlon
That
Brando.
documentary also exposed how big of a dick Val Kilmer
Val Kilmer
was.
was a total cunt.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh wait, is this the remake?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, the original one was what?
70s,
Bela
60s?
Lugosi. Well, there's one in the 70s
50s?
and one with Bela Lugosi back in the 30s.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Back to okay.
Val Kilmer looked at the director, at Richard Stanley, and was just like, "Look, I'm an actor. I'm doing what I'm doing on this side of the camera. You stay on your side of the camera."
Oh.
Where have I heard the name Richard Stanley before?
He made a movie, like a post-apocalyptic movie.
Jay, what did he do? Use your powers.
Let's see.
I like to imagine having a wand.
Yeah.
This is on the tip. This is bugging me because I know
It's a one-word title, I think.
Yeah, it's about robots.
Dust Devil. Or Hardware.
Hardware.
That's what it was.
Don't think I ever saw it.
Me neither.
Am I getting him mixed
Dermot
up?
Mulroney's in that. I
Oh,
believe. Dermot Mulroney.
I'm getting him mixed up with Richard, whoever his face was that did Superman Returns.
Oh, Richard Donner?
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is
yeah.
Richard Donner.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
You have no idea.
I don't.
Jenny, you're out of your element.
Obviously.
Go back to
not a
bacon
golfer.
cakes, bitch.
Hey.
Sorry. Please go back to cake and bacon
Digging
cakes.
bones at a cake.
Kick that chair from underneath you.
Digging bones.
Punch you in the head.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna say. It's real mean. I almost catfished a guy over the weekend.
Really? What'd you do?
I don't know.
You don't know?
He added me on Xbox.
She stuck her
so I'm
whole
not very-
hand in his mouth.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not very used to Xbox One, like, joining parties and talking to people.
Playing
Brendan usually
Roblox.
does it for me. So this guy, we were playing Roblox, and this guy adds me that was playing with us and messages and goes, "Hey," or "Hi," and I go, "Heyo," he's being funny, and he said,
Hello.
yeah, he sends me a winky face, and I was.
Oh
playing-
shit, he sent you a winky
That's
face?
Xbox for send nudes.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
exactly.
bitches love winky faces.
Exactly. So
That's how I got my first wife.
So the guy convinced me, and I convinced myself to go ASL, which we all know what that means. Age, sex, location.
I thought it
American
was
Sign
American Sign
Language.
Language.
Old
Damn
school-
it, Gabriel!
Shut up! Old school chat room stuff. And he goes, "What?" And I go, "Obviously, you're not a golfer." He goes, "Nope." I was like, "You were way too young." And he stopped talking to me.
There you go.
We were playing Roblox, and she was like, I'm really tempted to say SL. I'm like, well, you probably shouldn't do it, but I kind of want you to do it.
It was so funny.
That's why my gaming reputation went down.
That isn't a thing.
It is
Shut
actually.
up.
No, Gabriel, yeah,
They
Gabriel-
were expecting
yeah, Gabriel
nudes, and
Vacations.
Brandon wouldn't deliver.
Yeah.
So
They wanted to.
You should have just sent him that Halloween photo of Brandon in the kilt with the katanas.
Yeah.
or the one with him,
Direction.
the green suit with a blonde wig.
Yeah.
That was actually brought up at work.
Wait, what?
It's really weird.
Because, so supposedly before I was hired on where I work, people in the lab, they tried looking me up via Google, the Google machine,
The goob.
and Facebook, and they're like, we found that. All I heard today was, we found this picture of you and it was just really weird. And I'm like,
How'd
that does
they find it?
not narrow it down at all. Like, I mean, I
There
have
are
my
hundreds of pictures of
I have-
him looming over someone.
most of them on Facebook, and I have the
Half of
security
them
settings
nude.
set where you can't look through my pictures unless you're a friend. And so they're like scrolling through them, and then they discovered Brandon in the Kermit the Frog quote unquote costume. And I'm like, that's not the good one. Go to the next one. There's Bizarro Green Jesus Man, which is the greatest thing that came out of that costume.
Okay, let's go ahead and see what we can
What?
find
Describe
you here.
It's me and like a. This was before being a furry was cool. I was the hipster furry. Alright?
Oh my god.
No, like that's the only way I could describe it. It was like a green furry fucking frog costume, and like the head like went under the chin, and
And you put a blonde wig on?
I put a blonde
This
wig
is
on because
like an old grandmother's obituary photo comes up when I search your first last name. In
oh,
Park City.
that's different from the mug shots that usually come up of people of various races.
There's a surprising number. Nope, there's mugshots. There's the
Yeah, I told you,
mugshots.
Told you. Mine's not up there, is it?
I
Don't
don't
know.
think I've ever Googled myself.
Whoa, that's personal.
We've all done things on our own, Jenny. You couldn't have not done it.
Hey, Liz Lemon, can I use your
I
computer to
don't know.
Google myself?
I've Googled everybody else.
Oh,
But yeah,
Computer pornography.
See.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any photos of you, actually. Just a bunch of, I don't...
yeah, I try to stay off the grid.
that's why you have
As in-
solar power and live on.
So many
I
mugshots.
wish.
Dude, I shit in a bucket.
Hence off the grid.
You don't know where your feces goes. The government controls that, Kevin. They know where you're at.
Bunch
based
of
on your
scat
feces.
freaks. I don't want to know where it goes.
DNA.
You know there's some man in Washington going, this is Oklahoma corn.
It's maize down there.
It's like, I know what county this is in.
Save
Kingfisher.
that poop to make some
That is a county down there.
powder.
Kingfisher County.
Kingfisher. I just love that name.
What, Gabe?
Wait,
You
what?
can make gunpowder with poop.
You can.
Can you?
Yeah, for real.
I know you
Yeah,
can do it with
and
urine.
pee.
I don't want to try
How
it.
would you be? How would you feel if you got shot
With a shit gun?
with a shit gun?
I'd figure out how to come.
That'd be awful. just if the wound doesn't kill you, you know that like the
You'll go
staff.
septic.
Oh.
Or
man, I
the psychological
inhaled the doo-doo
scarring.
Yeah.
Oh, doo-doo pellets. This conversation is taking a turn.
Yeah.
Better than last week.
It's
I
been
disagree.
it's been kind of a dark week. We lost Roger
We
Moore,
lost Roger Moore.
Yeah,
Chris
I-
Cornell.
Yeah.
I'm still bummed about Roger
I am
Moore.
bummed about
Well, I
Roger
mean, that did
Moore.
happen today, but I was just like,
Yeah.
Powers Booth, too.
Yep, Powers Booth.
We
Yeah,
covered that
that's-
last week.
I was like, that was just nuts. I wasn't here, dick.
Not my goddamn problem. We covered it last week.
Well, what sucks is I've grown to love Roger Moore as I've gotten older than I did when I was younger. Because when I think when everyone's young enough and they watch all the Bond movies, they're immediately Sean Connery's their guy.
Yeah.
But after a while, it's like like Live and Let Die is one of my favorite Bond movies.
Oh, yeah.
And he's been in some crap like Moonraker, but the fact is,
It's not Die Another Day.
no, it's not that.
Is he right?
And the fact is,
Okay.
it is Live and Let Die, and it's 89 years old. It's a hell of a run. He's the first Bond to die.
Yeah, I know.
He's the
I was
first
talking to
the
Jenny
game.
about that today.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest thing is he's the first Bond. to
How
die.
is he the first Bond to die?
I know. You'd figure how Connery lived. He'd be dead years ago.
Right?
Yeah.
He's
Well,
just too goddamn stubborn to die.
Here's the thing about Sean Connery,
He lives
and
on
I will
Main
say
Street
this
for
on
one.
record: he was kind of a pansy back in the day.
It's true.
Yeah, the man was a bodybuilder, but he didn't even do the opening gun barrel thing for the first 3 Bond movies.
Yeah.
Connor?
Yeah, he
real?
wanted a stunt person to do it. He just wasn't. He didn't want to do it. He would anything that a stunt person would do. He's like, go do it. Whereas Roger Moore actually fucking hang glide over the set, and they filmed it for Live and Let Die because the man fought in the Second World War.
We also have to ask,
Do what?
would Roger Moore have done Zardoz?
He did Spice World. Does that count?
Would Roger Moore have done Zardoz?
Oh,
Well,
God.
if we're going to talk about a movie where a man has a Zapata mustache, a ponytail, a diaper, and rapes women,
Yeah, that sounds like Sean Connery.
I don't,
It's basically his autobiography.
Yeah.
not to bury Sean Connery, I love him to
Yeah,
death.
not to-
He's a Highlander.
Exactly. Oh, he'll be fine in his Bahamian complex. I'm sure he doesn't have electricity there.
All he's doing right now
His
is
house
just,
just powered by his misogyny.
he's just drinking. Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
He's just drinking scotch, staring out over Scotland, going, "Yes."
Can't wait to slap a lady.
That was taken out of context, and you know it.
Yeah, the context of it is I haven't
Bitch
changed
needs
my
a
opinion at
hand across the face.
Oh shit!
Fucking
Yeah, fucking.
What else happened in entertainment? Oh, did you hear? Unfortunately, despite how we feel film wise, I am sorry to say, and sad is Zack Snyder's daughter. Was it daughter committed
his
suicide?
daughter, I think back
Yeah.
in March.
Back in March.
It happened back in March, but it's been affecting him so bad
Uh,
he just finally had to
I don't know.
withdraw completely.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Joss Whedon's taken over for him, but
I don't know.
That's
I don't
pretty
know what
unfortunate.
you do in that. I don't know
Yeah.
how you deal with that.
Yeah, and I feel bad.
Impossible.
Yeah, I feel bad for him because like the internet backlash is gonna be fucking insane.
What happened?
His daughter committed suicide back in March, and he's just now stepping away from Justice League. Like he's hands off at this point.
He tried to jump into work to cope, and it didn't work.
Yeah, and I mean, like this, just I feel bad for the guy. I'm not a big fan of Zack Snyder. Right? Honestly, the last Zack Snyder film that I actually say I honest to God liked was
I liked Watchmen, and that was it.
No, I didn't even like that. I was so pissed at Watchmen.
Yeah.
I was so angry at Watchmen.
Yeah.
But
I was just happy to get a movie out of it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It had David Hayter as the writer, and David Hayter, like, old school Guyver fan right here. You know, when of the three people that are going to listen to this, nobody knows what that is. But whatever, you know. Not to say only 3 people listen to this.
Guyver's good.
My parents.
Yeah. Oh, your parents are going to listen after last week? But
God, what'd you guys do?
Oh,
Don't tell me.
You have to
Spoilers.
Yeah,
It was Tally, not us.
It was Tally.
But also it was us.
I love Tally. He knows how to just be like, I'm going. I don't care.
Yeah.
There's a line up crossing it.
First of all, Tally's a goddamn American hero.
He killed Bin Laden. I think we all know this.
Single-handedly killed Bin Laden. He wasn't okay. I don't care if he's not part of SEAL Team 6
I don't
or
care.
even there.
But he was in the
or
Navy.
on a boat. But we all know he was in Japan, and where are all the electronics in the world made?
Right.
Japan,
Is-
Nintendo Land.
I don't see how him being in the water helps electronics, but I'm willing to go with it.
They have a barrier.
That's all I needed. I'm in.
That's all you need.
That's all I needed.
To finish my thought, it was the Dawn of the Dead remake in 2004. He did with James Gunn. I thought that was one of my favorite. Honestly, that was one of my favorite movies of his.
Well, yeah, because there's
Yeah, I
a name
like
attached
that
to that.
Hug me harder,
Yeah.
Steve. Just getting
James
hit
Gunn.
by Phil Dunphy in the
Where I'm
mall.
going.
Yeah,
I love James Gunn.
James Gunn's not too bad.
James Gunn's man.
Haven't really liked too much from either one of them at this point, and I don't know.
It's just like it's you know, a lot of there are things that are bigger than the game, and you
Yeah.
kind of just go, yeah, whatever I feel about his movies, you set it aside. 'Cause it's like that's not the point. The point
Yeah.
is something awful happened to this man's family. Let's all
Yeah.
let him cope. If he never makes another movie again, that's what he does. If
Yeah.
he comes back to work, that's fine. But
Yeah.
that's
His life.
that's
Yeah.
his business.
that's one of those situations. There are very few in life that it's impossible.
Yeah.
What do you do when not only when you lose a child, but when the child kills themselves? Like
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
I don't know what you do.
I can't even. I mean, I lost a brother. He was one of my best friends to
Yeah.
genetic issues, but
Yeah.
and that took me a long time to get over.
Yeah.
You know, but I just it's still so soon. Like
Yeah.
I'm not a praying man, but thoughts go out to that guy. You know.
Yeah, that sucks. It's really fucking awful.
And also with Manchester. Gotta.
That was
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
22.
They were
I
kids.
Yeah.
They were fucking kids.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking brutal.
Like, I joke about not liking kids, but God fucking
Nobody
damn
wants
it.
him dead.
You know? Like, just...
Yeah.
Makes you ever so aware anywhere you are.
And it's fucked up, too, because, I mean, you were going to a goddamn concert, regardless if you liked the fucking performer or not.
Right.
But that one really hits home, for me, too. Fucking... going to concerts. I love going to concerts. I love seeing bands perform. And I love performing in concert as well, too, you know? Like, I love doing that shit. And to know that somebody targeted that,
Yeah.
and they were kids enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
Like, God, there's a special place in whatever fucking hell there is after this for those assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this isn't, regardless of politics, you don't fucking do that to kids.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Assholes.
It's supposed to be one of those occasions where you can let go, you can have a good time. You're with people that are like you, that are there to have a good time like you. You take your kids, and all of a sudden, this fucking tragedy unfolds. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah. Just
It's you think you have a minute, you think you have one night, and then turns out you don't. And just brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
dickheads.
On a lighter note.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah, we're
talking
getting
about
pretty
jizz.
deep. We're getting pretty deep. Shit.
Yeah, no, it's been a pretty dark week, I guess you could say. Last 2 weeks for things going on in the news wise, but like you said, you don't know where you never know. So I mean, but it's cool too. Like, you know, you have people that come together. It seems like all the stuff that's happening, people have like had better understanding of whatever tragedy is going on, and you know, like even moments like this, you know, we laugh and joke around. We get to come together and. I don't know.
It's still kind of bittersweet though, because for some reason that's what it takes for us to give a shit about each other.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Always.
It kind of bums me out about it, but at least it happened, I guess. At least there's some kind of coalescence, some kind of community.
It was like whatever. Like remember right after 9/11, everybody was just really polite and nice to
Everybody
each
wasn't
other.
shitty to each other for like a couple weeks.
Yeah, I was
And
like,
then
what?
And then everybody went back to being utter twats to one another.
And then it got worse.
And of course it did.
Like because there were just so many people using that as a fucking reason for hatred.
Mm-hmm.
Hatred.
You know,
So much hate.
Yeah.
just
I say that from when I'm such a hateful person sometimes, though.
It's like that event was Roman Reigns.
Jesus
Raise the
Christ.
You really just compare Roman Reigns
To
to
9/11?
9/11.
I think he undersold it.
Oh my god.
More so the fact that it takes a disaster to unite everybody.
Everyone realized that Superman's punch
dude,
stinks.
no.
Remember that? Remember that?
Dude,
that was
yes.
The, remember that was the shitty message in Independence Day, where they're like, "That's what it takes," and it's like, I still watch that movie. I love it. It's terrible.
You'd be dead if it wasn't for my David.
Welcome to Earth.
This is not checkmate. This is not checkmate.
I still haven't seen the sequel. Have you guys seen it?
No.
No, I don't
Yes.
want to.
No, I don't
What'd you
want
Unless
think?
Judd Hirsch comes back, I don't give a fuck.
One, he's back.
Is he
Two,
back? We're watching it tonight.
And it's even more ridiculous. Two, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
For real?
Like, I enjoyed my time with it. Doesn't mean you need to rush to see it. Like, that is as honest of a review of the
It's
second
like a
Independence
mediocre
Day
dinner.
movie.
You filled you up. You're not hungry, but
Go
I'm
home.
not going back.
Yeah. I mean, if it's on TV and I'm there, I'll be like,
Fucking A.
There you go.
you know, I mean, if I had a
Sometimes
choice
it's
between that and Suicide Squad, I would take that
Oh,
5 times over.
What about that and Face Off? What would be your choice?
Well, Face Off.
Face
Of
off.
course, right?
I mean, it's
If
Face Off.
ever,
All day, every day.
if ever given a choice with anything against Face Off, you choose Face
Of
Off.
course you do.
You know.
Yeah.
Gabe, what was yours?
What?
As he zoned out when he heard Judd Hirsch.
I watched Twister the other night.
Oh my god.
It's so bad.
It's so bad, but it's so good.
It made
I
so
know.
much money back then.
Let's
It was like a
Anfield
top
Season
Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
but it's just so crappy. I'm like,
finger down.
Dude,
It's an F5.
no, wait, what was
I
it? It was
hear
like,
you, but her gravy is its own food group.
God damn it.
And you
that
know
right?
it's true,
I
Captain.
keep forgetting that Carrie Oles is in that.
oh yeah, we're the bad storm chasers,
Yeah.
the evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up, man. They're trying to help people with science.
And he
Everyone's-
he's just in the storm chasing for the storm chasing glory. He'll be
he
on
has
the
glory.
news.
First
He'll
of
make
all,
billions. It's Steve Jobs and that Carrie Elways guy that chases tornadoes.
so what that movie has taught me is if there's a tornado, tie yourself to pipes.
And
I
it's the
remember-
best get rich quick scheme.
I remember that because I remember like at the time when it came out, I lived in Baltimore. We don't really have a lot of tornadoes out there, you know.
Right.
We have more flooding than
So
anything
that
else.
would be like a...
Yeah. So like I
It'd be
remember,
like seeing a hurricane here.
yeah, pretty much. So like I remember watching the end of the end of that where like him and whoever. Helen Hunt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Helen
Yes.
Hunt. Him and Helen Hunt, they're in a field and he's just like, a water tap, come on! And they like buckle themselves in and then like the tornado just overtakes them and I'm like, alright, I was like 8 and I'm like, I'm not a tornadologist here, but
And
wouldn't they get hit by like debris?
Oh, yeah.
well, and then the two of them have to fuck.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hey man,
Who wouldn't in that tight little undershirt she wears through the entire movie?
do you know what I remember about that movie the most, like nostalgia-wise? As a kid, I had a movie marathon of that, followed by Waterworld.
Jesus
It
Christ.
does look
No,
like
she's
shit.
not Waterworld. I fucking love
And
Waterworld.
that's I'm
Yeah,
going
but
to
you
reverse my
like
opinion on Waterworld. I find it enjoyable. Discuss. Waterworld is an awful movie, but I love it.
I
I used to watch
It's got Dennis Hopper in it, so
Disney's
I give it points.
Disney's Susie Q with the original Pink Ranger, Amy Jo
Yeah?
Johnson. Yeah.
You had me at Amy Jo Johnson.
That and The Wizard solely because of Jenny Lewis.
That's fair.
Oh,
Wait, okay, hold on 1 second. Speaking of Amy Jo Johnson,
yeah.
do you remember like middle school, maybe around that time period? Well, you were in Baltimore,
By
Right.
yourself.
but
Well, I was here. Well, what
Well,
part
wait,
of
what
middle
do
school?
wait, no, you might have been here.
Habitually.
You might
Because
have
I
been
moved out.
actually-
I moved out here in
I
like
know.
7th grade, so it was
Okay, so
8th
you're
grade
about-
for
Point
you.
where
It
you
might have
hand
been-
over the rest of
you
your
might have been
life.
either before you moved or after.
Yeah.
Amy Jo Johnson was in a movie about
Forms will
bulimia.
never be the same.
She was a cheerleader.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that? We watched that in health class, and I was just like, "Oh my god, Pink
that's
Rangers!"
right.
No, I don't remember watching that at all. I didn't have health. No, I didn't have health class the first year I moved out here.
The thing I remember most about the health class is to make sure that kids didn't have sex. They showed the slides
Yeah.
of all the diseases.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I was working.
awful.
I had that
Discharges.
freshman year of high
Were
school.
you in my class for that?
No.
I had that freshman year of high school when I was working at the taco shack, and
Hey.
hey, yeah, I was like, oh my god, that looks like what I make. I got
Dude. Well, one.
That looks like the number 4.
Yeah.
I remember seeing those slides, and I'd get back out to my peanut butter sandwich and shrug, because I'm like, that doesn't look like my chlamydia. I mean, if I'm being completely honest.
Did they
here.
do the banana and condom thing?
No.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
just had
I
a teacher
know.
blow the other teacher.
wait. No, I remember they did the specific cancers, so they split us up. You know, like they're like, here's breast cancer class for all the girls, and here's testicular cancer class for all the boys. Okay, back me up here. Did they happen to have like a 1-1 prop, like a prop replica?
They did.
Okay, cool. So they had a prop replica of a scrotum in a sack, like a sack, with two balls in it,
Yeah.
and they were like, "We're gonna pass this around and just feel the ball, feel the testicles." They were really specific. They were like, feel the testicles, not like anything else, and just see if you see the lumps. So like,
See if you get hard.
yeah. So it comes in. So like, it gets passed to me, and I'm like,
The
yeah.
hottest thing ever.
Yeah, I feel it. And my friend Jose is sitting next to me, or no, Joe is sitting next to me, and he goes, "Hey man, let me see it." And I'm like, "No, hold on, I'm not done yet." 2 15-year-old kids fighting over a fake ball sack, okay? And I'm just like, "Yeah, I feel it." And he's like, "Well, let me feel it." I'm like, "No, I'll get to it in a second. Shut up, Joe." And I'm feeling like, "Dude, let me feel it." So I go, "Okay, fine." And I haul up and I smack him in the face with it. And the full implication of what happened, because Joe just stops and looks at me. And he's like,
Stares blankly.
"Son of a bitch, did that actually happen?" And I just realized Joe is a lot more athletic and a lot more wiry than my fat ass was at the time. It still is.
It's also
Still is.
karma, because
Which is
later on,
gross.
Gabe put his balls on your shoulder at work.
Yeah, later on, about 5-6 years later, good old Gabriel here, put his testicles on my shoulder when we were working together at a call center.
What is wrong
It was a
with
blessed moment.
Oh. I still finished that call, and I'm pretty sure that's one of the calls I got a compliment on.
So you work better when there's balls.
Good man.
I know my market, and I know how to work it, buddy.
I mean, we all do.
There you go.
I just remember about that health class, the video that they showed about this kid just like fucking going to town on his nuts. And like,
Yeah.
like
He was like in the
searching-
shower.
Yeah, he's just like searching, and I'm staring at this dick in class.
Well,
I'm
no,
like,
I remember that one. I remember that one too because I
How
was.
is it that hard for him to find him?
Yeah, I remember that one too because I remember the like we were sitting there and I think they'd actually showed that video earlier. And then they passed around the fake sack, and then like they're sitting. I know, right?
When he passed over, maybe
I know,
small.
right? But and they passed around the fake sack afterwards, and I remember like sitting there next to my friends, and like Joe was still sitting next to me, and I just go like, and I'm like, are they gonna go full Kevin Bacon here? And Joe's like, no man, they ain't gonna do it. And then the next thing you know, like he turns and it's like, all right, we're getting kind of frontal here, and I'm just like, I think they're gonna go full Kevin Bacon. He's like, no man, that's gonna happen. And then suddenly, whang! And Joe's like, God damn it, they went full Kevin Bacon. I'm like, yeah, they did.
Y'all watch some way more integral videos than we watch.
You lived in Kentucky. They didn't have
It's
electricity back then.
And this is how cattle do their coupling.
Remember when they had to like, I think they separated us out of our class with all the guys, and we had our coach come in, and he's just like, he goes, so anyway, you watched that video? Nobody laughed, right? Make sure you check yourselves. You guys over on my coming in on for the wrestling team tonight? It's not my fault if it's the size of grapefruits. You're out. That's fine. It's your problem. I'm just like, what?
Which coach was that?
I forgot his name.
Serious
Klein?
man.
Gray?
I think it was Gray. Was it Gray?
Coach Gray? Yeah, because he was my middle school teacher. No,
Was
it
it?
would have been Coach Gray. It would have been because he was still in middle school. He was middle school teaching.
He was still in middle school.
Yeah. Walker?
I had Coach
Could have been
Walker.
Walker.
Wade Walker?
Could have been Walker.
Yeah. Nessa?
No, it wasn't.
I know. I'm just throwing these names.
He was a
out here.
little. He was a little older. He was he had dark hair, but it was buzzed.
He'd been there longer than the other.
Always Buzz.
The comedian.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it was
Not
Klein.
Klein. Was he shorter or was he?
He was a little shorter than Klein.
A little shorter, a little paunchier. No.
Always wore a track
That's
jacket.
weird that they'd split you up to do the cancers, because men get breast cancer, too.
Yeah. And ladies get ball cancer.
Ovarian cancer?
Jenny, have you
Lady
checked your
balls.
balls lately?
Yeah, you checked your balls?
I haven't.
Ooh.
I might need to do that.
Yeah. You just go to town on them. That's what
Yeah,
taught me.
apparently that's how we're supposed to do it. It's go,
Just play yakety sax while you're doing it. I'll tape it.
like that paddle ball just on your nuts.
I wonder, like...
It's like you're trying to
if
find the
those-
bomb code.
Exactly.
I wonder if those kids got
Looking for the
paid
green
to do
wire
those
all day.
movies, you know?
I
How did
hope
they-
so, otherwise
How
it's
did
just
they
really
approach the-
filthy.
Yeah,
How do you direct a kid to do that?
A kid.
Yeah, what
Play
do you
with
say?
some nuts.
All right, son.
Action.
No, slower.
Yeah.
Cut your dick too hard. Do it again.
Someone empty him off. We gotta get back to this.
Oh.
He's got a windsock thing going. Fluffer!
God damn it.
I just want to point out, on this podcast, we went from talking about dead kids
Jeez.
To illegal blowjobs.
to illegal blowjobs in a high school. Being filmed for health class. You're welcome, world.
I was going to recommend my dad listening to this episode as opposed to the last episode.
I'm gonna recommend both.
Not happening at fucking
I'm
all.
gonna mail it to him.
Fair enough.
Roman Reigns is 9/11.
Oh, god damn it!
He's the Pol Pot of wrestling. I got Pol Pot in.
He's not so much the 9/11, he's the,
9/12.
help me out here, Kevin.
Boston Marathon bomb.
Oh
I was gonna go with the Lincoln assassination, but shit, if we're topical.
If we're topical.
Well, Lincoln was only one guy.
Actually-
Everyone's pissed at Roman Reigns.
no! No, wait! He's the Columbia explosion.
Dude, not cool.
Oh, fuck you!
Have some taste.
Everybody's
Challenge
looking at
you.
Tony. Aw.
That's the thing is that Roman Reigns is just like water to me.
He's
Not
just,
life
he's
sustaining.
just a
He's
mop
just there.
dipped in vanilla pudding.
Like I'm sure he's just there. He's cool, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, you want to do wrestling talk real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Let's talk wrestling.
Don't hinder gender.
I need to go back and watch
Oh,
that.
it's so good.
I got texts from
So
you,
good.
you two, and I'm like, this is the greatest night
I
ever.
called you. And
It
I
was
yelled
good for
Yeah.
giggles. It
Oh.
was for giggles.
Because I remember when he hit the Cobra Clutch Slam, I'm sitting there and I'm like, no, it's not going to 1, 2, or Randy's going to kick 3. Oh, shit. Which is honestly the same reaction I had the first time I had sex. 1, 2, oh.
Shit.
Ew.
Shit.
Also on that pay-per-view, the debut of Nakamura.
Yeah,
It wasn't. But you know, you can't give him everything at the first time.
it was a little lackluster for my liking, but I can't bitch too loud.
Yeah. We got more from.
Yeah, we got more for. How about Breezango versus the Usos?
It's fun.
I kind of like I really feel like there is a place for comedy in wrestling, and thank God for Fandango and Tyler Breeze because it works.
I don't know if the place for it's the top of the card, but where they are,
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine as a mid card, as like a middle card attraction. It's perfect.
Fandango still around?
Yeah,
Yep.
dude, he's teaming with Tyler Breeze now, and it is wonderful.
They're the fashion police.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They're the
They're,
what?
they're fashion police.
They're
That's
doing
delightful.
they're doing like
Great.
like Law and
It's
Order
wonderful.
skits, and just it's great. You really need to check it out.
Brandon turned me on to Glow.
Yeah,
Oh,
gorgeous
Gorgeous
ladies.
Ladies.
I
Yeah,
watched that
that's
documentary,
yeah.
and I started it, man. You know what I mean?
You used to Lucha Underground?
I started it.
Oh, it's
Oh
good.
god, so it's,
That's
I
good
think it's coming
stuff.
back tonight actually, as we're recording this one. Or no, tomorrow. Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
because it's Tuesday.
That first episode, I made the mistake of watching it before bed.
Yeah. No, you can't do that.
No.
You can't do that at all.
One, I was a fan, like, Johnny Mundo, aka John Morrison.
Yeah.
I was a
Johnny
fan
Nitro.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
loved him.
Yeah.
And then when I saw that he was on the first episode, I'm like, oh, this is fantastic.
Yeah, it's
And
good.
Puma's great.
Puma's good. Ricochet.
Puma's fucking-
It sucks because Ricochet got fucked hard by those guys.
Yeah, you really did.
But
He will not be back.
he will not be back.
I mean, he was going to end up in WWE anyway.
I think he kind of walked. He's kind of chilled out on that for right now as well too. But he is under.
There's
He is,
Japan money.
Yeah, there's Japan money. He's doing a lot as King Ricochet in Japan, but he's also he can't do anything in the States major league wise until the ending of season 3 of Lucha Underground, and that's not for another couple of months.
Oh,
So because it's just coming back tomorrow.
Who was it you guys, I don't mean to veer it off, but who was it you guys told me, what wrestler was it that you said got into a bar fight or something, And then
Haku.
Someone said wrestling was fake, so he took 2 fingers, reached in his mouth, and pulled out his bottom teeth.
Oh my god! There was a time when the police had him handcuffed, and they went to mace him, and as they were macing him, he was giggling.
Yep.
And then after they're done macing him and it's still hanging around, he sucked it all into his mouth and swallowed it.
Yep. It's like the Barbarian. The cops were macing him, and he just took the mace from him, sprayed it in his own mouth, and kissed the cop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just maniacs, every single one of them.
I love it.
Old-time wrestlers are great.
God.
My favorite's still Arn Anderson. Just because Tony got enough cum in you to shampoo a buffalo. My favorite thing's with the Yeti. The Yeti's this awful WCW gimmick from like 1995. He goes out onto the show and he just like dry humps Hulk Hogan.
You know the Yeti was actually
Ron Reese.
Yeah, Ron Reese, and he was Reese in the Ravens flock.
Yep. But right before he goes out as the Yeti, after they toilet papered him up to look like a mummy, because a mummy and a Yeti are the same thing.
Yeah.
Arn Anderson looks up at him, and he's like a foot shorter, goes, all right, and I just want you to remember, be big, be mean, you'll be fine out there, just go and do what you know how to do. He goes out there, he dry humps Hulk Hogan, he comes back, Arn Anderson, as soon as he comes back, Arn Anderson looks up at him and goes, you know what? Rewind what I said. Go home and kill yourself. A monkey fucking a football gimmick just ain't gonna get it. My other favorite is Arn Anderson just walked up to 2 people in a bar. He had a beer in his hand and went, how come every time I take a shower, my wife comes in and takes a shit? She just leaves little pellets. She can't shit like a real man. And then he leaves.
Arn Anderson.
I love Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson.
That's my hero.
Randy Orton, dude, I gotta be honest with you. Randy Orton, is kind of my... I love how Randy he's sneaking up there. He's probably gonna get the title back from Jinder here soon.
Oh, sure.
You know the whole time reason they put the title on Jinder anyways.
It's the India thing.
Yeah, so they're pushing it to India, which I think is fantastic because he's the first Punjabi. I think he might be Sikh. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if that's just the gimmick or not.
No.
But he's the first Punjabi WWE champion. You know?
What about the...
Great Khali was a world heavyweight champion.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
And I don't like acknowledging Great Khali because his legs don't bend past 2 degrees.
They don't.
Yeah. He's just
Let me go over the room.
He's just a big twig man.
Yes.
He doesn't so much wrestle as he does a downward chop.
He throws that Pac Song chop.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all he does.
But yeah, Randy Orton, he's kind of my spirit animal, just not giving a fuck.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
He just doesn't give a shit about anybody.
Did you see when he dropped one of the Bollywood boys on their head?
He went, ooh.
Yeah, like the first one he was just like,
He kind of cringed.
Yeah,
Oh no.
the first one I'm Randy Orton. Nah, and then the second one he was like, oh shit, that's live. I might have just made him Indian Christopher Reeves. Son of a bitch.
I don't think Randy Orton knew how light the guy could make himself, so he throws him like a backdrop suplex onto the table, and the guy goes, whoa, and then lands on his head.
Yeah, like right
on his
on the
neck, and he just kind of folds on himself off screen, and then Randy Orton just turns and goes,
I guess that you guys showed me the guy that broke his leg.
oh, Sid.
Sid.
Went for an
Sid.
axe handle and just turned his leg into an L.
When his leg went like that, you heard that. I was like, literally was like,
Oh,
So
back to what Jenny was mentioning because I got her on the Glow.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
seen that Glow documentary?
not yet, but I'm really super excited for the miniseries that's coming out with.
Yeah,
that's
Netflix.
awesome.
Allison Brie and
Yeah, Allison Brie.
The documentary is fantastic. Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
But it has an injury that, to me, is just as bad as Sid, so they show it.
What happened?
Oh god, I forgot what they were doing. And they were taught by Mando Guerrero? Mondo, thank you. Mondo Guerrero actually went out and taught them everything.
Oh, nice.
Which is fantastic. But it was basically like a rollover move.
Yeah.
And too much weight was pushed down, and arm got pushed out right here. And you see bone like up against the skin, like you see it. And they show the X-ray.
Oh, that's brutal.
I was watching it in the hotel in Colorado last week, and I'm like, oh no! Like,
Almond is out.
like this woman goes over her, and like her arm was supposed to she was like this, but the weight hit there, and it kept going forward. Yeah, and it was like
that's-
that, and you just see like
brutal.
I gotta look that up.
Hey, changing
To the
subject
documentary.
real quick. Brandon,
Yeah.
how many college degrees do you have?
oh, this.
college degrees.
Yes.
Technically 2.
Okay.
Jenny only needs
I
to
have
play
one
half the
graduate
game to get
law.
to Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. You really need to listen to last week's.
Oh, I guess I did.
95 more degrees, Jenny could be a boy band.
Yeah.
They were just bastards.
You were punching up. You have 3 degrees.
Yeah, it was bad.
And I have 1 in film. It's like a napkin now.
3-time period college dropout. But it was bad. It was bad enough.
95 degrees more to be a boy band. That joke took a third of the time it takes to get to Mars.
SAS condensation, SAS
Condescension and
archaeology.
Team SAC.
Yeah, Team SAC. We call those throwbacks.
I like it. Feeling for the little lump there.
Yeah,
feeling for the town.
Well, you just beat up your dick.
I miss that guy. I really need to hit Joe up sometime and see what he's up to. I miss that guy. He was a good guy. It's been like 12 years since I last talked to him, so I feel like if I do find him on Facebook somehow and be like, hey, are you the same dude I hit in the face with the ball sack? He might respond, he might not.
You just hear him knock on your door 20 minutes later.
Dude tackles you.
Finally found you to kill you.
He has 2 balls in a sack, and it's 2 basketballs in a duffel bag. And
He has a fetish and a complex together.
Yeah, exactly.
Good day.
I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Gabe, thanks for joining us.
Sure.
I'll have this up, and then come Friday, I'll have a new video up. I wanted to do a shout out again to Denny's Etsy, Double Wands Art. I'll have a link down below.
Turn of the century erotica.
Jenny's the Van Gogh perverts.
Shout out also to Sony. Again, thank you to the Feel Bad Hits. You can check them out at Bandcamp.
Yeah, feelbadhit.bandcamp.com. Please buy my stuff. I don't want to work a day job anymore.
Also, I'll leave links down below for samrestpass.com and callubrobot.com, along with Strange Nature and tyoungers.com. Really talented art designers. You guys should check them out. So, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll probably see you back here next week.
Mother!
Bye!
Bye.
Peace.
Thank you. Shut up.